What is a good game? Inspired after a video about what went wrong with gaming by Josh Strafe Hayes. I asked myself, yes, modern games frequently struggle due to an industry-wide prioritization of profit over player gaming experience. In his words, anti-player monetized. But how? How can it be better profited? I answered it by finding the best game in my subjective, biased opinion. The game where I happily spend all of my money on, CS. Why is it a good game? Often referred to as the best personal shooter, defined by team-based, round-based combat, where terrorists and counter-terrorists compete to achieve objectives such as bomb defusal or hostile rescue. Simple, pure, competitive. Fair to play. Very fair to play. The gameplay was not changed at all throughout the years, free for new and old players to join or come back to. Quote from my FACEIT 5-stack team after 3 hours of discussion at 5 a.m. Why is CS the best or so great? It's kind of like chess. Maybe it's also big in the browsing. In 2025, Counter-Strike 2 solidified its position as the highest earning esport with over 32 million awards across the year, blah 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 blah. But why? I guess it had to do with the company behind it, how it's more player-based. Valve, led by Gabe Newell. Let me Google it, actually. Valve Corporation, founded 1996, a prime video game developer, publisher, digital disruptions company known for Half-Life Photo, Dota 2, and the Steam platform, blah 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 blah. You get it. Personally, I think it's more about how Gavin is also into games. He is a player as well, although not really into CS, Dota for sure. For what I can gather, mostly Valve new employee handbook released early on, this company uses a flat structure, or flatland to describe it. Staff have the freedom to choose to work on the stuff they want. They don't have any management, and nobody reports to anybody else. This freedom and trust are each will to shape in the development and the future of the company. And that's what I want to say. It's freedom of choice and equality carrying through. If one thing that is different about CS that made it stand out, it is going to be its community. Yes, player is given freedom of choice to do whatever in-game, but also whatever they want with their in-game jobs outside of games. Trading is certainly a two-sided blade. Um, it did, however, help to act as a catalyst, offering the development of its community. Skin gather, skin trader, skin guide maker, trading community, map developer, game bug finder and fixer, content creator. People who honestly trying to make the game a better and something much more than what they are. In other words, I'm talking about the importance of such freedom leading into the development of player-based community, which is kind of like Web 2.0 into 3.0. I'm only talking about this idea of shifting from centralized to decentralized, or how this energy is carried through to each person and every one of us. Or just simply more freedom for the players, like us. Hmm, I get a look on your face. Don't worry, you should be confused by now, asking, what are you on? Yes, this sounds confusing, I know. This doesn't sound connected to how the game better profit, or how it's making CS a good game. Neither, right? Or is it? I called it the act of not fucking up. For years still now, even after the release of skins in CS, certainly after the launch of CS2, people including me complain about how Valve is just printing money without fixing the game, bringing new content at all, Why is there no working anti-cheat in the most competitive, meant to be fair to play, first-person shooter FPX game more than 3 years after its release? I mean, I don't know. To this day. But this is more than fucking Valve for ruining my gaming experience. Playing against people like this in Prem. Look at it. Does it this guy does this guy look legit? I mean, it's too about how they did nothing in years. Thus, letting the community roll out their part in these runs. Hopelessly waiting for CS2 to be restored to past CS glory. And one thing is how the skin had skyrocketed. I like it to call it Bitcoin. Speaking of Bitcoin, let's check how they're doing. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. They don't seem to be doing that well actually. It's okay. They're only back, what? 2 years and a bit. They should be fine, right? Oh. We must have actually done better. Well, until well fucked up. Or did it? What we do know is how Valve reportedly made over 1.5 billion USD in revenue from Counter-Strike alone 2025, driven heavily by loot boxes, case opening, and in-game marketplace transactions, such as the Steam market. Although that number might be higher, because this is not including the most of the trade happening at third-party websites such as CS Float, Buff, or YoYo, etc. In comparison, Riot, which arguably have the most popular games right now, known for its ability to make skins mainly, had strong revenue growth in 2025, only sitting at 0.637 billion. About half of what a single game had made by WoW. That's what I called CS player gambling addictions. And that's what I called by making money off game development. Wait, what? What's that? Oh, they didn't. Wait, what? Did they not made it? Oh, it's a mode they bought. They paid them though to make the game. Oh, never mind. You get a point. But how though? I think it's something to do with how the players, like you and me, sees their skin. Well, which is made mostly by the community as well. Not surprised. It's useless in game, no? Yeah, other than the look. The one that you can also get from like playing other certain platforms, or simply having a skin generator while you play. Yet, why are people willing to pay money and real cash for it? I think it's also more than our gambling addictions. Perhaps to make some money off investing, or maybe simply supporting their favorite game, hoping that they will actually use that fund on a proper anti-cheat for the game. Somehow, personally, I don't mind spending game on this game. Not like forced to. Not like fear of missing out or anything. I think it's about the separation of game and the way it profited revenue. I think a systematic change, down to the small detail, made for the players, had really made a difference. For example, the change from Operation into Armory Pass, essentially a normal Battle Pass system into a pass that doesn't expire. So it's not so time restricted. You might choose to buy, earn point from playing, spend it in a shop, with items coming in and out. Even if you do miss something, you could always trade it with other player. This change, too, can boost the number of hours average player is going to be spending playing, right? Whilst not forced to do something that's annoying every day. Like some stupid mission every day or week in the Battle Pass. Yes, I too misses other modes released during Operation, but it's Valve. They need to hire more people like me to work on CS2, okay? Most importantly, I think it's about the company having provided opportunity for the players as well to be involved in shaping their community and games. Having taken care for the players, other than just copying what other company had done. The ways of how to get the most out of a player's wallet. It's the trust for the players, how the community can given choice and freedom for the players. Like CS, pricing of skins, demand, and supply are purely dependent on us. It's up to us to make the choice and the decisions. Obviously, it is not the only way. What matters is how well tried, less about how they cooked or had fucked up. This is what I meant by shifting to a Web 3.0, and how, why, I think people are going to pay.